George here from bemoregeorge.co.uk with another quick Photoshop tip. Today's, again, is something I get asked about quite a bit, but it's, again, a very easy thing to do, and that is just making lips look a bit better and changing lip color. So as you can see in this photo here, her lips look nice, but I don't think that she's got much lipstick on them at all. And if she does, it's a very pale color of lipstick. And I think that it looks okay, but I want to make it look a little bit better. And I'm going to do this a little bit differently than some other ways you might have seen in the past. This is the way I found to do it that works really good, and it keeps everything looking really natural, and we're just going to make the lips look pretty awesome. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new blank layer, and you can do that down here with the Create New Layer button. We're going to set the blending mode to overlay. We may change it to soft light. We'll see how much this goes on this image in particular. We're going to grab ourselves a nice red, and I always start with the red and then we can change it from there, but the red's going to give it, well, you'll see. So we're going to, it's very easy to do. We're not going to be terribly accurate about this, but we're going to grab a brush, 100% opacity, nice and soft, and we're going to paint with that red on our layer, and we're just going to follow the basic outline of the lips. And don't worry, I know it's looking very ridiculous right now, but don't worry about that. We're going to go down. See, her lips get a little bit weird there, so we got to figure out where the shape actually is. We're going to go over there. Right, I'm going to follow the lips around over here. It's very easy to find the spot over here that we need. And then we're going to fill all this in. If there was more teeth in here, obviously you would stay away from the teeth because you don't want to color the teeth. And let's see, go around up here. Make sure we get all of the lips in. And again, we don't have to be terribly accurate here. Right, that's it. We're done. No, I'm joking. That would be horrible. So let's change this to soft light first. Soft light looks a bit better, and we're going to drop the opacity down to probably about 25%. If we were to zoom out, you would say already that looks a lot better. The only thing is with her lip is this bit over here. We're just going to add a little bit of a layer mask to this, and we're just going to get rid of that part there. Okay, that looks better. Right, we're not done though. That's just the start. That's just the first sort of, it gives it a little bit more color, and if we wanted red, that's great. But more importantly, it gives it a little bit, tiny bit more contrast, which is going to look a little bit better. Now, if we wanted to make it a little bit darker, we'd create a new levels layer above that, which you can do by hitting the levels button up here, or you can go over to layer, new adjustment layer, levels. Either way, create a new levels adjustment layer, and clip it to the layer we made below. And you can do that by hovering between the two layers and holding down the Alt or Option key and then clicking. And in here, if we drag the midtone slider one way or the other, it's going to darken or lighten our lips. We're going to darken it just ever so slightly, and now we're going to do the same thing with a hue and saturation layer. So create a hue and saturation layer, clip it to the layers below, and now we can hit colorize, and we can change the colors a little bit. Now, if you wanted to go to something a bit crazy, actually, let's not do colorize. Let's hit reds up here. Yes, now we can change them pretty much any color under the sun. And I'm for this, maybe a nice purple. Let's see what that looks like. Zoom out a little bit. Oh, that looks quite nice. It goes with the blue. I like that. So that's all you would do, though. Since we did a red base to start with, you change from master to reds, and then you would just drag the hue slider until you got the color that you were looking for. For me, now I'm going to group all of these into one by holding down the shift key and clicking that layer there. Hit Command and G, and we've got a group. You can see a before and an after. It's not very drastic. I'm going to reduce the opacity down to about 75%. Let's zoom in and have a look. That looks pretty good. Before, after, before, after. And if we wanted to, let's do it real quick. we're going to dodge and burn them a little bit. So we're going to create one more new layer, set the blending mode to soft light, grab a brush, reduce the opacity down to 5%. And what's going to happen on here, anything we paint with black is going to darken slightly. Anything we paint with white is going to brighten slightly. So we're just going to give a little bit more shape to these lips. So with a black brush, I'm going to paint along the edges of her lips down here at the bottom. And I might do it in a couple passes. Actually, I might change this over to overlay. Yeah. And we're going to do that up at the top as well. Just a couple passes there just to darken that bit up. And in here as well. Then we're going to switch to white, and we're just going to make one or two quick passes in there, and just a little bit there. Think of the lips as a cylinder, because that's what they are, and we're just going to darken the edges and brighten up the center, just as if the light was hitting a cylinder and what it would do in nature. And you can see before, after, before, after. They look a little bit more voluptuous. Let's drag that into our group so we can see everything together. Before, after, before, after. We're done. It only took a couple of minutes, and it was that easy. So if this is the first video you've seen by me, I would love it if you would subscribe, so please hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, give it a big fat thumbs up. Any comments, questions, concerns, leave them below. I will definitely reply to you. Check out the website, www.bemoregeorge. And until next time, keep shooting, be awesome, and I'll see you later.